Hey guys, so right now we're going to continue with exponentials. We're going to be going over percent change, and we're also going to be going over exponential growth and exponential decay. So let's get right into it. Percent change. So pretty much what they're asking for is what is the change of a percent from 100? So is it going to be greater than 100 or is it going to be less than 100? AKA, is it going to be growth or is it going to be decay? So in order to figure that out, they're going to give you an equation. I'm just going to make one up. Y equals 200, 1.04 to the x power. And they're going to ask you, what is the percent change of this? The only thing that you care about when they ask you about percent change is the number inside the parentheses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out that number, 1.04. Is this number greater or less than 1 is the next question you should ask yourself. So I know that this number is greater than 1, so it's going to be growth. So when I taught you guys this in class, I asked you, do we have enough money for the candy bar? We would say yes, because the candy bar in our school costs $1. How much money will we have left over? It will be 4 cents. So this is going to be a growth of 4%. But if you want to show the math behind it, all you need to do whenever it is growth, you are just going to subtract 1. So when I subtract 1, I get 0.04. Once you get 0.04, this is in decimal form. We need to convert it to percent form. So we times it by 100 and we get 4%, just like we did when we were talking about the candy bar. So that is when it is growth. Now I'm going to change it up a little bit. Let's just say the number inside the parentheses was 0.82. So once again, I'm going to pull that out, 0.82. And you're going to ask yourself, is this number greater than 1 or less than 1? Since it's a decimal, it does not have a 1 in front. This is less than 1, so it's going to be decay. So in class, I said, how much more money do we need for the candy bar? If you look here, we need 18 more cents. So this is going to be a decay of 18%. However, if you need to show your math, whenever it is decay, instead of subtracting 1, we're just going to do the opposite. We're going to do 1 minus the number that we have. So if we put that into the calculator, we're going to get 0.18. And then we take 0.18 and times it by 100. So we get 18%, just like this. So that is percent change. For it, you need 2 things. You need to tell me whether or not it is decay or growth, and you need to tell me the percent change. So you need 2 things. The next thing that I'm going to go over is exponential growth and exponential decay. So the 2 formulas, I'm going to give you both of them. Growth is y equals a1 plus r to the t, and decay is y equals a1 minus r to the t. So in both problems, all the variables mean the same exact thing. So I'm only going to list out the variables for the decay. Your y value is your final value. Your a is your initial value. Your r is your percent, or is your percent. But when you take your percent, you must divide it by 100. And then that will give you your ratio. Remember, it cannot be in percent form. It must be in decimal form. So you take the percent they give you in the problem and you divide it by 100. And lastly, this is going to be time. So I'm going to do a quick problem off to the left. So I'm just going to make up a problem right off the bat. Let's say I bought a car for $1,200. So since I bought it for that, that's my initial value. So I have $1,200. Then I realize as the years go on, my car depreciates, which means it's going to be decay. So I have 1 minus by 12% each year. So if I want to show 12%, remember I take my percent and I divide it by 100. So I take the 12 and I divide it by 100. So that's going to give me 0.12. So my R value is going to be 0.12. And since I did not give you a time yet, this is just going to be t as your exponent. So this is the equation of my scenario. So that is part one. The question then might ask you, how much would the car be worth, let's just say in 5 years? Since now I'm giving you a time, I am now going to plug in 5 for t. After that, you would then plug this into the calculator. So if I plug this into the calculator, I get 1200 parentheses 1 minus 0.12 to the fifth power, and you end up getting 633.2783. However, since this is money, you must round correctly. Whenever you're dealing with money, it is 2 decimal places. So if I look here at 0.278, because of this 8, I must round this 7 up to an 8 also. So my final answer is going to be y equals $633.28. So that is your final answer. If you guys have any questions, please contact us.